Hello everyone, this is your next door neighbor. Today we're going to be comparing the MSI GE62, which is a 2016 laptop, with the Asus ROG GL553, which is a 2017 laptop. So without wasting much time, let's get moving. The entire body of this laptop is made from brushed aluminum, and it has these red accents along with the red ROG logo, which light up as soon as the laptop is turned on. The left side of the laptop has your power connector, the CPU fan outlet, along with a Ethernet port, HDMI, two USB 3.0 ports, a USB Type-C port, and a 2-in-1 mic and headphone jack. The front of the laptop has two stereo front-facing speakers along with the SD card reader and notification lights for battery, Wi-Fi, hardware access, etc. The right of the laptop contains a USB 2.0 port along with a DVD disk drive and a Kensington lock. The back of the laptop contains nothing of much significance except the hinges which anchor the screen. The bottom of the laptop is screwed in place using 10 screws, and I'm really digging these red rubber feet along with the electronic circuit design which the laptop has going on here. It just adds so much personality to the laptop and just screams gamer. Apart from this, we have the cooling vents for the GPU and the CPU at the bottom. Just like we saw at the top, even the inside of the laptop chassis is made of brushed aluminum, and it has a nice soft touch touchpad which has two clicky places at the bottom, which is very useful when you're operating the touchpad. Apart from this, the screen is full HD with a resolution of 1920 x 1080 and has wide viewing angles of 178 degrees with no color distortion. It also has a full-size chiclet-style keyboard with RGB backlighting. There is a dedicated key to launch the ROG Gaming Center, and every function key has a specific function. The backlight is not all that impressive, but the W, A and S, D keys are highlighted, which makes it easy to identify them. And I also like the extension of the spacebar, which makes it so much easier when you're gaming and you don't have to rest your hands at an odd angle just to reach the spacebar. The keys have a really good travel distance, which makes it so much nice and much more fluid experience when you're using the keyboard. The body of the laptop does have a bit of flex to it, along with the screen as well, which can be easily bent, and even when the laptop is closed, the top of the laptop does flex a bit, which can be worrisome for some users. Now moving on to the MSI GE62 6QF. This laptop is also made of the same brushed aluminum finish, and the dragon logo of the gaming series does light up when the laptop is turned on. The left of the laptop does have the Kensington lock along with the Ethernet port, two USB 3.0 ports, a HDMI port, a mini display port, a USB Type-C port along with two dedicated jacks for the microphone and the headphone respectively. The front of the laptop does have dual front-firing speakers along with three notification lights for Wi-Fi, battery and hard drive access respectively. The right of the laptop has a DVD disk drive, a USB 2.0 port, a SD card reader, and the power connector. The back of the laptop does contain the hinges and the outlet for the two cooling fans. The bottom of this laptop contains no red rubber feet, but what it does contain is a lot of cooling vents for the GPU and the CPU, and a subwoofer which amplifies the sound output. And I don't know if the camera is capturing it correctly, but you can see the copper heat conducting rods to cool the GPU and the CPU. Opening the laptop shows you the same brushed aluminum finish as seen on the top, which is also done for the touchpad, which will take a bit of getting used to and will make the touchpad less sensitive. The MSI laptop also rocks a Full HD 1920 into 1080p display which supports 4K at 30 frames per second. This also supports wide viewing angles of 170 degrees. The keyboard, on the other hand, is a full-size chiclet-style keyboard which has been made by SteelSeries. There is a special button on top on pressing which you can change the pattern of lighting of the keyboard. There are 4 default set. SteelSeries has also made a few minor tweaks to the style of the keyboard. As you can see on screen, the Windows key is on the right instead of the left, and all the function keys do not have special functions which we observe on most laptops. Instead, special functionality has been assigned to a few other keys. Now, SteelSeries does provide you an application through which you can change the color of the keys. The travel distance of the keys is also pretty good, although not as much as the Asus laptop. Now, the body of the laptop does have a bit of flex to it, but nothing to be too bothered about. But the bothering thing is the amount of flex the screen has, which makes the screen a bit fragile. But the entire body as a whole has almost no flex to it, which is good. The Asus laptop containing the Nvidia GTX 1050 completely annihilated the MSI laptop when it comes to GPU scores, scoring a good 77,952. The MSI laptop containing the Nvidia GTX 970M scored a 52,018 on the real bench GPU benchmark. The Asus ROG, on the other hand, scored 107 for the read-write speed for a sequential read-write of a 1 GB file. The MSI laptop scored 132 for the read and 126 for the write for the same file size. The Asus laptop had a 4 MB speed when connected to the Wi-Fi network, while the MSI laptop had a 6 Mbps speed when connected to the same network at the same time. Now let us check the speakers of both the laptops. The Asus laptop first.
How waterproof this bag is. So I'm pouring water from a bucket onto this backpack, and as you can see, there is a water repellent coating on the backpack.
Now let us check out the same video for the same time from the MSI laptop.
Water from a bucket onto this backpack, and as you can see, there is a water repellent coating on the backpack
Playing GTA 5 on the MSI laptop at the highest settings gave no problem to the 3 GB graphic processor at all, with no frames drop, and the frame rates were constantly at the high 40 and the mid 50s. A similar performance was observed on the Asus laptop with the Nvidia GTX 1050 4GB graphics processor, and the frame rates were constantly at the low 50s and the high 40s. Although the fan noise in the Asus laptop was higher than the MSI laptop, the performance is pretty much similar and good. MSI provides you with the Dragon Gaming Center, in which you can go through all the stats of your laptop along with the option to make a few changes. The laptop has a dedicated button to put your fans into overdrive, which significantly increases the amount of fan noise. This is the amount of noise the fan makes, but the fans are running at a whopping 8000 RPM. And when I turn off the fans. Along with this, there are other options as well, which just give you a brief overview of your system, allowing you to make a few changes to the display and the mouse, and the ability to run your laptop at high performance or if you're plugged in, they have 3 modes: the comfort mode, the green mode, and the sport mode. The ROG Gaming Center, on the other hand, is a whole different universe itself. It gives the user the option to monitor all the 4 CPU cores individually. There is also an option to set up different usage profiles, allowing the user to create custom profiles to truly personalize your gaming experience. The ROG Gaming Center also has a fan boost option which allows the user to increase the fan speed. Although not close to the 8000 RPM of the MSI laptop, the Asus laptop does manage to keep the laptop much more cooler than the MSI laptop. Since I'm not a hardcore gamer, I didn't go to check out all the options, but if you are, there are plenty of minor tweaks which you can make to truly personalize and amplify your gaming experience. The Gaming Center also comes with an Android app which allows you to have control over the settings of your laptop through your phone, which is awesome. The Asus laptop has plenty going for it, like the color accents, which I'm a huge fan of, and minor things like the extended spacebar and the dedicated ROG Gaming Center button. It also hands down won the GPU benchmark using RealBench. I felt the speakers were hands down much more amazing than the MSI laptop. Even though the MSI laptop was much more louder, the sound wasn't as crisp as the Asus laptop. Also, I did not notice much heat while gaming on the Asus laptop for extended periods of time. The ROG Gaming Center does deserve a special mention just because of the amount of personalization that one can do to his gaming experience using this. So this is the final score for Asus. The MSI laptop does give you a wider variety of ports which helps in more connectivity. The MSI laptop does have a brighter backlight for the keyboard. Although the MSI laptop doesn't have the bold design features of the Asus, it has a stronger build. The MSI laptop provides you with faster internet due to the Killer Shield Ethernet. We also saw a much higher file transfer speed on MSI. The 6-cell battery on the MSI laptop gives you 2 to 3 hours on normal usage when compared to the 4-cell battery on the Asus laptop. So the final scores of MSI are: although both the laptops perform similarly in almost all the areas, the MSI laptop performed a bit better in a few key areas when compared to the Asus laptop. This in no way means that the Asus laptop is bad. The links to purchase both the laptops will be down in the description below, and since the MSI laptop is a 2016 model, I would have linked a similar 2017 model in the description. If you have made it this far into the video, please do leave a like in the video and comment on the video and tell me the areas where I can improve. Please do share the video among your friends and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't done that already. This is your Nextdoor neighbor and I'm moving out.